Hello everyone, welcome back to Slipways. I know I said well, first of all, in the last two episodes, they were uploaded in the wrong order. So, apparently I uploaded my first, attempt on the tutorial after the second game. Whoops, sorry about that. But anyway, I said I wasn't going to record or upload any more videos. I found this game strangely compelling, and I've played it a fair bit over the last couple days. And I wanted to, try a video again? There's absolutely no way I'm finishing this in close to an hour. I finished, 2 games, and they've each taken multiple hours. I haven't timed them, but a few. 2 to 3, probably. So I'll try to split this up somehow, this series. I don't think I'm going to do a 3-hour video. But, I don't know, I found it, kind of cool. We're not going to play on tough. I've been trying to figure out the right difficulty. The main difference that I can find in difficulties is that you get less income from trade. Right, $5 per trade on reasonable, 4 on challenging, and 3 on tough, I think. And my 2 successful finishes, I say that because I often get frustrated and just restart. And that's one reason I thought I would do this on camera. It would discourage me from restarting and make me think a bit more about what I'm doing. Have been on challenging. And there's a little bit at the beginning where money seems tight, and then, money's no longer a problem anymore once you get things going a bit. On tough, I can never quite make it to the, point where I can actually do things. And I haven't tried reasonable since winning on challenging, but I assume money just is basically not a problem at all. And that doesn't sound that interesting. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll just get an awful... So, both games on reasonable, on challenging, by the way, I did get at least, 100, the 5-star mark. And on the second game, I got, after you, fill up your stars for your rating, it starts turning stars to platinum. And I got, 1 platinum star on my second game. We've also played enough that it'll let us turn on quirks, so that every game is a little bit more different. This random one is a friendly one. I think I'll take it. We could randomize, for example. I'll copy the seed so we can come back to it. You can get things that make the level harder, but give you a better score at the end. Oh, this is the opposite of the other one. Interesting. But then there's totally different things, there's more planets of this type, or the scoring rules change, or you can get 2 things, right? Here's different planet setup, different scoring. There's a couple of other kinds of things, aren't there? Yeah, okay, you get more stuff. Whatever. The planets are changed slightly. There's a thing you can't do on them that you normally could, or stuff like that. But I think that what we got was actually a pretty good seed for the purposes that I have, which is just trying to finish any game. So we'll take that. And just remember that there are more Earth-like planets when choosing councils. Maybe that'll matter. There are a couple games I've picked where it's been there are more arid and desert planets, and these guys have a technology, which isn't available this time, that helps with arid and desert planets, and so I've been oh, try them. I haven't finished any such games, but, it can work. So we're on challenging, which means money is somewhat of a challenge, but not, not overbearing. Dender, I like... So, we could do something like this, for example, to get, more income. We don't have to end up paying for planets that, produce people or food. Sure, could be a thing. But, I'd rather... These guys have culture hubs and trade league, huh? I don't know if those work well together or what. I think probably not, because you'd rather usually send your culture to some other planet, rather than just dump it to a trade league. But a trade league's an interesting way to get money if we ever turned out to be broke. Habitat, turn food into people on asteroids. Well, with a bunch of Earth-like planets, I guess we might have a bunch of food lying around. Genesis is nice. And And then there's like, yeah, I don't know, I like... My second successful game was with these guys. I don't remember exactly what. Actually, maybe both of them were. And I like... These guys sometimes like let you start with science early, I don't know. I'm not that excited about these perks. Oh, they're the ones. This is the tech I was thinking of. I've never seen them on these guys. It's always on the Bakar. This tech that lets you turn arid and desert planets into more useful things. Not super relevant here because we're not playing on a seed with super high deserts. It still could totally be useful, but it's not like super useful. I don't know. What these guys have doesn't look that amazing to me this time. Orbital Labs is kind of cute because I'm bad at figuring out how to build science out. Gosh, I don't know. What are the Euphorians up to? I actually really like this start with 60 extra bucks as a perk, because that like helps you get to the point where things are stable without having to go through this like early period of starvation. As long as they have reasonable techs, I'm happy to take them. And they have geo-harvesting, which is nice. A nice way to organize things. Smash planets that get in the way. Xenotourism also could be interesting. Because it's another way to get money, which, okay, we probably don't need 2 ways to get money. But it's a way to make prosperous planets very easily, I think. Because they don't need many inputs. I've never taken limited teleportation, but post-scarcity seems like could be a fun final tech. I don't know. Okay, and maybe... I don't actually see anything very exciting from these guys. I did hear about a daily, or a weekly, I guess, where someone gained some insanely huge score with teleportation to link all of their culture, all of their entire civilization to, you know, a single monolith, so that it gave all of them bonuses, and then did that multiple times. I don't think we're gonna get to do that. Getting any level 4 techs is like, I don't know, I can get 1 or 2 in a game, maybe, if I do very well, like near the end. I don't think maybe we'll have time to do a bunch. So I don't know, maybe... Is there some good reason to take these guys? Void Synthesis and Space-Time Aversion are kind of cute. I almost like, I don't know, nobody has techs I really want. Maybe I should not be so picky, but... Flexible fabrication would be a nice way to get consumer goods, I guess. What do I have from you again? Like... Nothing that amazing, I think. I don't know, yeah. And I said you guys were bad. Do I still think that? Orbital Labs and Enlightenment might be nice, actually. Well, okay, I don't know if you want both of them. I don't know if it's even legal to do both of them, but this would solve consumer goods problems and make it easier to get really easy at prosperous planets if you combined it with prosperity. And maybe I'll end up going into orbital labs instead. Yeah, we'll take these guys. I don't know. See how it goes. There you go. We've already spent 10 minutes of our supposed 1 hour, not even actually starting the game. So one mistake I was making in my early games was scanning part of the sector, finding an area that looked okay, and then putting down people there, feeling like I needed to get that income grinding immediately. That's a pretty nice scan. But is it part of a... But what you really ought to do is find a place where you can make a really great start, and it's okay to scan for a while first. If I take this giant probe, I still have an okay way to use most of my space over here. Okay, so let's start with... come on. There. Desert, ocean, primordial, jungle. So several habitable planets here, but no particular way to tie them together, right? In particular, no way to get the resources that we need to actually form people. Okay, that's nice. So we could maybe consider, I don't know, harvesting this one for food? I mean, there's this forge world here, which would let us, assuming we found some inputs, gain food here, and then spend the food here for people, but there's still no place to get minerals from yet. There's also this. Alright, so, okay, a swamp? What do you need to make people in a swamp? You need... chips? Yes. People always needs, food. And on non-Earth-like planets, it needs one other resource. On swamps, it's chips. There's a forge world here, but we don't have anything to power the forge world from still? Ugh. Oh, I already scanned this one. It looked... Alright, whatever. Earth-like remnant. Okay, so remnant and an ocean is a nice enough combo because you can go pick up minerals here. You get a two-way trade minerals for people, which is desirable. I'll finish scanning and see what's up. Okay, Arctic. You need biomass, which we can get. So there's primordial right around here. Another sort of nice two-way trade, right? People for biomass, biomass for people. And we would just need food, which we could get from this jungle, perhaps, if only there were a way to get robots in the area, which there doesn't seem to be. You know, maybe this, but I'm not going to spend an entire month probing that one signal to see if it has exactly what I need, which... What would I need exactly? More than one planet, that's what. So that's one thing we could do. The other thing that would be appealing might be something like that. No, we could reach all the way to here, huh? But we still don't have any people income this way. So maybe we could get people from... Oh no, sorry, this is people income. We don't have any mineral income. And not really any way to get it. Oh, no, this is mineral income. Wait, is this loop actually closed? It is, except there's no way to get... Oh, no, we don't have food on either of these planets. Right. So it seems like access to robots is my biggest problem right now, and this is the only place to get them. So suppose that I made robots here. Where could I send them? Either of these places. If I made But there's no inputs to the robots here, right? I think it's impossible to find a closed loop with just the planets we have. Because our access to robots is so minimal, and there's no way to get food from actually any planet as far... Oh no, this place can give you food. Okay, so what if we did that? Biomass to food. And the main place to produce biomass, I guess, still needs robots. Is the problem. Here. People into biomass. Okay. But now I have to get people here, which means I have to get food in the area, and, like, where can I do that? Nowhere can reach. I don't have any technologies that would help. I'm pretty sure there's no solid start in this sector, or in this early entryway. So we have to kind of build part of a cycle and then plan to find a common resource elsewhere. And I think if we're going to do that, starting with this nice little two-way trade would be good. And there's an Earth-like planet right here, which we should hopefully be able to get food from. All we have to do is find a Forge World somewhere. Hopefully, like, right here, where it can get minerals from this. I really haven't missed anything, have I? I don't think so. Well, I mean, I can get... Right, I mean, I could get robots from here. Let's just try that route again, make sure it doesn't actually work. Yeah, because there's no minerals. Robots to here, food to here. Minerals and food. So we could set this up, I guess. And if we either find a Forge World up here or a mineral producing world down here, we would be okay, I guess. So let's start on this one and see what we get. And you know what? I will go ahead and found this half of it too, just because two-way trade is really nice in terms of how much money you get. Like, you get, I don't know, I guess it's not that much, given that it restricts my flexibility. Maybe I shouldn't do it, but I feel like we really do want some minerals in here. Alright, what are my tasks? Colonize planets. This one's easy enough to take. We're certainly going to need to do that. Increase production of this. I always take too long starting techs, and, like, I should fix that rather than... I don't know. I'll take this, I think. Okay, sure. So let's probe... Well, actually, I should accept neither. Oh, I can't undo accepting, huh? Interesting. I know you can't undo looking at the tasks, but you can undo, like, discovering a tech. I thought you could undo choosing a council task, but no. Anyway, let's check these out. These are promising near... Okay, a remnant planet is not helpful. We need a Forge World, I feel, right? There's one, and it can reach? No. Ah, but it can reach here. Perfect. This is in just the right place. We can form that closed loop now. Barely. Okay, so our people are not unhappy. We're producing stuff. And our income is now, like, way up from what it was at the end of year 1. We're getting... Yeah, so planet... Wait, am I crazy about how much income we're getting? We have 5 trades going on, and that's an income of 25 per year. Maybe I remembered wrong, and it's actually on challenging you get 5 income per trade. Maybe it's even less on, maybe it's even more on reasonable? I don't know. Anyway, so we have things kind of set up here now, finally. And we can start thinking about ways to expand a bit. In particular, it might be nice to find some place to put down a laboratory. There's nothing I'm especially good at building, though. What about that? That's a nice little addition. That would get this planet to successful. And I don't actually know if successfulness increases your trade income at all. I don't think it does. I think it's just like it's better score. But the fact that there would be several, ongoing trades is nice. Just like it would increase your income in that way. If I had access to food, would anything over here be water? Anyone over here especially want water? Not really, but this area down here might be an appealing place for a water laboratory, maybe? So we could get water from here, water from this ocean. We would have to somehow get people from the Earth world to produce water here, which means we need to find an input to this Forge world, but that's totally possible. I think that's a direction I'd like to go in. But I will do one scan up here just to advance the year before when I build here... Actually, I think it's fine, right? 77 plus 18 minus 5, 77 and 13 should be 90? Yeah, okay. So you don't have to pay the upkeep because you don't finish colonizing this until after the year is over. So right now it's producing negative upkeep, but we didn't have that as the year was going on. Okay, so let's connect these up now. There you go. So these guys are successful now, and I think it's... Why is trade income... Oh, it's plus 10 because they're exporting twice. Yes, that makes sense. They have 4 trades, but 2 of them are import, which you can consider as coming from somewhere else's money. Okay, so I want to see if there's any cheap additions we can do up here. Do I? No, I feel like I want to just get going on that water idea. Yeah, you can't quite reach from here to here, of course. Well, I guess we could scan this and maybe there's a way to get robots or food over here? Yeah, in fact, right, this Arctic planet could also produce food, water, if we just find a way to make robots. We have minerals here, which I think would reach to this if this were a Forge world. I'd have to blow up the asteroid, but that's fine. I'm going to do that eventually anyway. Look at that, a Forge world. Oh, that's quite nice, I think. So if we build robots here... Ah! If I put robots here, and then water here, these 2 planets can no longer see each other for the lab. Or can they? Could I put the lab far out enough that they could both see it? Yes, right there. They could both see it, and so could this, right? Oh my god, what a... Oh, well now they can't, because if I put this in the way. Okay, So I can't have all 3 of these producing water, but I can have any 2 of them. So could I do something with green goop? Yes, I could turn green goop into food here, and that helps with the ocean. So this looks like a nice plan, I think. Except you need people. Right, you need people to run a lab. I forgot. So, I think what we really ought to do, if we're going to get green goop and food here, which seems very useful, we should put the lab over here. And maybe this Arctic planet will do something else. Maybe we can get green goop to it or something. It's biomass, I know, but I like calling it green goop. Food here. People here. Find a way to get minerals from down here, hopefully. And then we have a spot for a lab in the center, right? We can get going on some tech. I like this idea. It's relying a little bit on finding minerals down here, but hopefully that's not too optimistic. And I need to do something. We've got a pretty big area we could find it from. Okay, so now... Yeah, okay. It would be nice to have the lab finished this year. Even if it costs me a little bit of income from having these places less happy. Earth-like planet. It can't get food from here. But it could conceivably contribute more water to the lab if I put people here, which would be nice, actually. So where can I put the lab that all of y'all can see it? Right here is pretty good, right? It's about the best it could possibly be. So let's do that. Oh, I see. I have to choose what I send. Why is sending this not? This is the only thing it exports is water. Why is it making me pick? It's kind of interesting. I'm happy to do so. I just don't quite understand it. I mean, I guess it's because it's already connected to this, and so I might want to put green goop in. Okay, whatever, but I don't. So water, please. This is a water lab. And I can't quite get this Gaia world going in. I can't get another world in this year, so I guess we'll just build whatever. This one. Okay. So now we're finally getting going on science, which is great. And also I have this asteroid perfectly primed to be harvested if I run short of money, which I just realized I have. Whew. Good timing on that one. Very juicy asteroid, though. Okay, and now we need to find minerals around here, right? Somehow. Let's try here. I did it! It's a remnant planet. All it wants is people, say from here. Or even here, maybe, if this gets more success. Oh, this doesn't have people. Right. So specifically from here. Let's scan this one first, well, no, once I open this up, I might get a better scan in this area. So people into minerals, please. There you go. And we made the Dender happy, and what is it I have to do here? Produce goods, right. So I've got everyone happy. We've even got one successful world, and we have science available now. Arid and desert planets. I mean, we have a few, right? Desert, maybe just one? So far, just one. And there's no easy way to get it the chips to make it a wild card. I don't know what I would even do with a wild card here, actually. what I want is a way to give these guys goods. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do with a wild card, is put goods in here. Although wasn't part of my plan to work up to enlightenment and not need goods? In that case, maybe I shouldn't have chosen this. But that's still a ways off in the future. This is not going to happen for a long time. What do I want my first tech to be? Probably culture hubs. I feel like I've stabilized in terms of money. Orbital labs is another good one, I guess. Turning idle people into science. Like this guy, for example. But maybe I could find a better use for him on this remnant planet? Let's see what's going on up here. Come on, can I really not connect those? Apparently I can't. Whatever those will do, I guess. A primordial world and a swamp. That's nice, isn't it? We can get food from there. Wait a minute, can I reach there with people? I can. So I could check this out. Let's see if there's something nice going on there. Do I need these people for anything else? I might want to send them to this swamp, mightn't I? To produce the... biomass to turn this into food? And look, I would have a perfect spot for a biomass lab in here if I did that. That's amazing. I love this idea. Oh, and these guys even want more biomass to become successful. Well, they would need to export their food somewhere as well, I guess. There's not really anywhere to do that. Maybe here? Actually, with a culture hub, they could export culture instead of exporting a second food. It's an option. Kind of wasteful, though. You want to get more use out of this. Oh, well, I could send the food here, I guess. But they don't want food on this planet. It's not colonizable. I really like the idea of starting up a second lab right away. Yeah, and they're already producing 3. So let's see, how fast can I can put together a lab this year, right? I guess put it outside of this forge world so that it can maybe... Oh, look at that. It can reach that swamp down there, or jungle, or whatever. It's an arid planet. It looks green. But anyway, it could reach stuff that we scout out here. Ah, it needs people. It needs people, right. I don't have any access to people in here because this place is all... It needs more goods. Both of these need goods to become successful enough to produce more people. Okay, so let's just get some more income this year, then. Can't afford. Oh, I spent all my money, huh? Well, this is a good asteroid. As good as it's gonna get, I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this remnant planet could have a little bit more income, but give me some more money. There you go. So I do still need to work on my income. Good to know. There. And now we have technology. Wait, I can't export culture from here. Culture is only people. What was I thinking? Asteroid dwellings. Oh. How useful would it be to live on this asteroid instead of turning it into money? Would it be useful? It would give these places somewhere to send their extra food. And I could mine up something here, but I still couldn't get... goods to here. You know, one thing I could have considered, I guess I still could, would be to geo-harvest this. If I blew up this planet, then I think I could reach goods from here to here. Right? Ah, look at this. People. There's people here as long as I don't send them here. And then I could actually start the lab. And just make it a bit better later? Right, because we want this, but we maybe don't have to prioritize making this planet established. I don't know. I'm kind of looking at solar superconductors and thinking, you know, the Forge world right here could make chips, and this could make energy, and we could send energy here instead of goods, and this would be established, and I could still put a lab over here. That seems really cool. So suppose then that we do that. We invent solar superconductors. It's not yet 100% clear where this is getting minerals from, but I guess there's an arid... Nope. Right. Right. This is an arid planet. So it would also become eligible. And then we could get goods here as well. That wouldn't satisfy these guys who want actual goods, not energy acting as goods. But it kind of seems like the only way to get either of these places successful, which I would like to do. Well, I don't know. Eventually we could learn enlightenment, but that's a long way away, and I'd like these to be successful before that. So maybe that's the idea. I can't afford this, really? Okay, well, okay, so that's all the plan. But I can do it in a different order to maximize my income, right? Oh wow, here's another desert planet next to this. It could produce 3 minerals, and it can actually feed itself, I think, right? Give these guys minerals from here to power this a second time. I'm not sure. Maybe that's not what I want. So we want this, I think. So let's do this first, so we can gain money this turn, and also so the asteroid is worth maximal money, which we've decided we don't want to live on, so it's fine to blow it up. What if I did this first? I assume I want this to be wild, right? Maybe? Then I would get even more money out of this this asteroid. Sure. I'm gonna do that at some point. We may as well do it now to get more money from the asteroid. And this remnant planet, I don't yet know what I want out of it, so I'm not going to harvest it first in order to maximize my asteroid output. But since that ended the year, I should actually... Oh no, I can't... Yeah, I should do this first, so I get income from it this year. And only now... colonize you. Can't afford it. Sure, fair enough. Anything else I can do with the rest of the year that's useful without having to take this asteroid? I don't think there is. This asteroid kind of sucks and might be better later. I could build the lab. No, I can't afford that. Alright, give me the asteroid. And... right, now we can start on this. So please satisfy their need for goods with energy. They're happy now. Ah. Can I still reach the people? I was thinking I wanted this to supply the people for my lab. But it's tough to do that when also getting this and this to produce biomass. So I guess the people are coming from here? Once I make them happy with this arid planet? Right? Oh, I don't even need another. Okay, they can just use this one, right? I forgot already. Yeah. Now I could colonize this, but I don't have any big use for the people yet. I don't want to scan this, I want to work on what I have. So let's just get this down. Connect. Come on, come on! My money! Alright, this is a fine asteroid, I guess. That's so expensive, oh my god. Ah, right. To get a second, it needs more. I was thinking for some reason I could do this, and then it would send me more chips, and I could send the chips back here, but that makes no sense in many ways. Yeah, I think I'm disappointing these guys a lot, but I can't see any other way to do it. Here you go. Oh, geez. By doing that, I've made the lab even harder to finish, haven't I? These guys can't reach out to staff the lab either. And I've locked in the biomass that I wanted. Maybe all this is not such a great idea, supplying to down here. I'm not sure how I'm going to get goods to here otherwise. Maybe I should scan a bit? Okay, that hasn't helped. And what's going on over here? I can't quite get both of these, huh? Okay. Okay, this planet would be happy to accept chips. So if I went like this, I can't build the lab yet, but it could go like here. You really? The asteroid doesn't reach to here, huh? Okay. Rude. Well, let's... What is it that I need? I want, like, people in this area, I feel like, right? And I have... Oh. Can I just put a lab like here and get here or something and get people from this Earth-like planet? Let's scan up here. Well, I want this area more, actually. A swamp, more biomass. Oh, that's exciting. Forge World, okay. Not sure exactly what I'll do with that, but probably something. So if we put people here, biomass here, which also makes these guys happier. Ah, but it cuts off the route for people getting down, huh? Let's just do one more scan to finish out the year. Let's see what's going on over here. I do have 10 science. I could buy an orbital lab. I don't know yet whether I'll have excess people here. It's not going to become prosperous anytime soon, I think. And even if it does, it won't produce more people. This is kind of the last person. I might want them to go to this remnant planet, for example. Well, people here, though, right? I think I'm not going to need this person. I could turn it into science. But, like, wouldn't geo-harvesting be cool? I was talking about culture hubs, I guess. I could turn them into culture instead. How useful is geo-harvesting looking in my current setup? Not that great, honestly. Oh yeah, I could send my people here. I forgot about that. I can see what this is. I think this next year or two, I really want to prioritize the biomass lab. It's more important than, for example, making this established. It's kind of annoying that I can't use this to like make this and this and this into wildcards, but I think it's well worth getting a nice lab that spans this area. And I don't think geoharvesting is that useful right now. I think I'll just take none of these right at the moment. And just try to keep in mind that I have a choice between like geoharvesting and orbital labs. I mean, I could take both, but I don't know. I also have culture hubs. If I take anything, I'll lose access to tier 0. So if I want culture hubs, it has to be my next tech. But I'm not sure if I do want it. I might not. Geoharvesting would be also a nice way to deal with my slight money problems, which will probably go up as I put down a lab. Okay, so we want it. It's a little bit tricky to reach. Can only go this far and this far and get. I thought labs could reach a bit further for some reason. I want my people from up here. Okay, so could I do this? I don't know where I'm getting people from if I do this. This has access to 3 sources of biomass. If I drag it further down... Aha! There. It can reach my colony and also all 3 sources of biomass, just barely. Now, actually getting the biomass is still not super easy. Getting more people here. Right, because if I extend this to power this up, to give these guys... Yeah, I can't actually do it. Ugh. That's why it would have been so nice to get people from here. Okay, so what if I try getting people from there instead? And get slightly weirder biomass sources. Like here, I've got access to 2 biomass easily. Right? And it doesn't screw everything up. And I have easy access to people. I think this will have to do. I can't quite finish, like, actually supplying the lab this turn. Well, you know what? Actually, maybe... Oh, God, I'm gonna have to place it again. Maybe I could. If I didn't insist on my places being self-sustaining yet. So here... I can't afford it. I'm broke. Is this good enough? Probably not, right? Yeah, I still can't actually finish the lab this year. Even to get 1 science. Okay, so instead, let's just build up all the planets, and we're gonna have to wait another year for the science income. And at least this place can be supplied with goods easily enough. I only need 2, right? So... You know... Goods here, supplied to this colony, hopefully, and this colony would do it. Let's see what's going on with this, actually. Add xenofoods. Turn biomass or water into food as a structure. Interesting. I don't have, like, that much spare tech that I don't want to do anything with. I feel like what I want to do is make it a tourist attraction. Just, like, get a little bit of money from some people in this area. You know? Just turning this into... like... harvesting people and turning it into anything here is kind of okay. Bots or minerals. Probably bots, so these guys have a bit more income. It generates a lot of value, like in terms of... it just generates money, basically. I guess it... Oh, right, these guys can't reach here anyway, so this is like the only thing to do with my people. Yeah, But I guess what I want is to make sure I have the lab ready to go, right? Something like, just put this down. Okay. Now, I could actually pick up geoharvesting if I want. I could smash this planet. I don't really want to do that, I think. It's pretty useful as is. Maybe I could have smashed this planet? I don't know. It's a desert. We like deserts. We could make it a wild card and give these guys water with it or something. Which is never going to happen otherwise. So, let's plug in the lab. I think I can afford... Actually, I don't think I can afford to do that. These are such expensive lines to draw. Well, let's try it. Because this will at least let me get more out of the asteroid. Yeah, still can't afford that. But... like, I think it's actually worth doing because colonizing this planet costs me 10, but it gives me an additional 6 immediately. Like, it cost me 10, which I was going to spend eventually, and it gives me 6. So it's like, it's a net profit of $6, but you have to pay interest on it for a little while. You're down until you would have colonized this. Yeah, I think this is worth doing. Even though it means we get a little bit less science this year. Oh, no, because it gets in the way of... Yeah. It gets in the way of this line, which we really do want to draw. So this planet's just going to do absolutely nothing ever, I guess. What if we blew it up? How much money do you get for these? 30. Oh. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, I think geoharvesting is pretty cool. More, apparently, than culture hubs. And we have ways to get culture much later, I think. Yeah, we could get universal harmony. Would be a way to turn a bunch of planets prosperous for late game scoring. Doesn't really help with getting income from them, because it's going to be so late. But I like this idea. Of blowing up planets. There you go. Get out of the way. We weren't going to use it for anything because the lines to it were too obtrusive. Intrusive? I guess. You know what, actually, do I have time to scan this and still get everything hooked up this year? Let's check. So if I did this and this and this and this, I have plenty of time. So I want to scan this first and see... Why do I want to scan this? I don't know, actually. Well, I want to scan it to look for more biomass. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well do it before I build the lab, just so I am less committed to having built the lab. But I'm definitely building the lab, right? So I guess this is fine. I don't know what I'm doing about you. You're just never going to become successful, which is kind of disappointing. Do I have Genesis Project? Is that one of my techs? It is. So I could Genesis something in here to, oh, these guys are never going to get happy, huh? They might if I got culture or something. If I could ship this in as culture instead of as people. As well as people, rather. And this could be successful if I Genesis Project one of these places. Probably not this one, because it just doesn't have enough nearby planets to ever become prosperous. So here. Gives you 1 if you have any? Yeah. So we could turn the biomass into water. Actually, we need water... No, this just needs biomass. Oh, that's easy. I could just connect this up. But then I couldn't use these people to go over here? I don't know. We'll see. I think we're ready to scan this now. I could have done it before building the lab, and it would have been better, but... Okay, I mean, there's a lot more biomass in the area, right? If I blow this asteroid up... Yeah, still can't reach, huh? Okay. Why do I want this to make bots? Don't I want it to make goods? I guess I was thinking of getting food from here. I'm not really sure why that's so great. I need mineral income in here. You know what? It's been an hour, and we're at 9 years in, which is, I don't know, probably not even a third of the way into the game. But I think I'll declare the end of the video here. We've got 2 labs up and running. We've blown up a few planets. We've got some cool techs, and our civilization's doing okay. Nothing amazing, but we're doing fine. So I think this is a nice little spot for a break. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.